Hello and welcome to the Full FX Unfiltered. My name is Colin Lambert. I'm publisher of the Full FX, and this edition is in association with CME Group. And I'm delighted to be joined by an old friend, Paul Houston, who is Global Head of FX at CME Group. Paul, nice to see you.
And you, Colin, nice to see you.
We speak literally minutes, I think, after the release of the news that CME Group is launching FX Spot Plus, a new product from the group. Can you give us a sort of a high level view of what FX Spot Plus is?
Yeah, of course. So yeah, we're obviously excited to make the announcement today. It's been a long time coming, and we look forward to working with the market to launch the product in the coming months. So FX Spot Plus essentially is allowing users, spot users, to access FX futures liquidity in spot form. It allows them to access that liquidity as takers, but also to post bids and offers into the marketplace, to interact with futures end users through FX Link. So it's essentially setting up a new spot marketplace, Spot Plus, which links the OTC market and the futures market.
Yeah, and I guess FX Link is actually a key part of that, which is what, now a couple of years old, isn't it?
Yeah, it's essential. It's an essential part of it. So it's setting up a new matching engine in Chicago, adjacent to FX Link and adjacent to FX futures. And we have a implied matching, which is commonly used across products at CME, particularly in interest rate futures. And that implied matching will generate spot prices from futures liquidity. So futures minus FX Link will create a spot price. But similarly, if you post a bid and offer into the spot market, the implied matching works the other way around.
Right. Yeah.
And then finally, over time, sorry, Colin, finally over time, we'd expect spot to spot trading in that marketplace. So it also allow native trades. Yeah.
Okay. So I mean, I guess my instinct would be you've had a fair bit of feedback and demand for this, but what are the reasons for launching the new book?
Yeah, so you're right. We have consulted or validated with the marketplace extensively, and we see a lot of demand. There's a lot of interest in accessing futures liquidity, maybe not in a future, but in an OTC spot form. FX futures have a liquid marketplace, a firm marketplace in G7 currencies and some other EM pairs such as Mexican peso. So there's interest in accessing that liquidity. There's also a diverse user base in futures. So we have a growing buy side presence. We obviously have banks and non-banks, but there's customer bases like retail and corporates. So that diverse user base is attractive to some participants, not only taking liquidity, but also posting bids and offers.
Yeah. And in terms of the benefits to market participants, I mean, I guess these products live and die by liquidity and the liquidity it attracts. But, what are the broader benefits?
Well, the broader benefits are accessing that user base, the firm liquidity. If we look at our EBS, it's not exclusively offered to our EBS user base, but if we look at our EBS user base, it's offered on the same connectivity and the same way they trade today, the same session. Yeah. So there's an immediate access to a broader range of products, a broader range of liquidity to our EBS user base.
Yeah.
And to some market maker, there's an opportunity to post passively and interact with a futures marketplace. And we see some ancillary benefits to the futures marketplace as well by having a new user base and providing more liquidity.
Yeah, I mean, it does seem to me it could actually work both ways. Yeah, the OTC and the futures markets could both actually see, a slightly different world.
Yeah, exactly. And we feel FX Link is key to this. Obviously, it sits in the middle. We have a number of new participants we're onboarding to FX Link, particularly banks. And we do see this as an attractive trade for FX Link market makers or participants sitting in the middle of the futures market on one side and the new FX Spot Plus on the other.
Yeah. Now, while I've got you, Paul, I mean, obviously this is coming amidst a broader change in the CME Group FX business. You recently announced some organizational changes. Can you kind of run me through how you're trying to align the business now?
Yeah, of course. I mean, just very simply, we're looking to have organized into one FX unit. So that means our FX futures and options, our EBS products, so EBS Market, EBS Direct, and EFIX are all combined into one unit. It means that FX is highly fragmented, so hopefully we can help customers a lot more efficiency and value. We're now on the same technology platform, but hopefully we can also be more streamlined in how we interact with our customer base. And over time, products like FX Spot Plus, we can innovate more and look for efficiencies across both product lines.
Yeah, yeah, and I can't have you on this without asking you about one, obviously something I'm fairly passionate about, because I seem to recall using it. I think it was on day 2 or 3, which is EBS Market, as is now known. I mean, it was just EBS back in the day, but you also might announce some changes to EBS Market as well. Can you maybe run me through, what the intent of those is?
Yeah, of course. I mean, as part of the new CME FX structure, we will still retain the EBS brand. It's a important primary marketplace. By moving on to Globex, we're now in a position to make changes to enhance the market. We heavily consulted our bank community, who are the natural interests on the platform, along with other market participants. And we've started to roll out the changes. I think we just categorize the changes into 3. One is changing the market data.
Yep.
One is changing the market structure. And the third is changing the order types. So happy to go through those at a high level, but it's really sustaining the value of the EBS market as a primary market. It's difficult to balance operating a primary market by being a relevant public source of liquidity in a fragmented FX marketplace, but also ensuring relevance in terms of offering an efficient execution experience. So that's what we've tried to do. And obviously, it's been an evolving process, and more will come, but we have a sequential number of changes we've started rolling out, which will go into next year.
And I guess going back to Spot Plus, a new market delivers probably enhanced market data.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And on the EBS market side, our market data, as you know, is a valuable source for liquidity providers. We'll ultimately speed that market data up on the spot side to 1 millisecond.
Yeah.
And the feedback is from the marketplace. They wanted us to get to a near as real time as possible.
Yeah.
And we'll make some other changes in NDFs, obviously different speeds for NDF and a phased approach given the differences in that marketplace. But market data is critically important, and Spot Plus will give another source to the market.
Yeah. Yeah. Great. Well, I mean, I wish you luck with the venture. I remember writing positively about FX Link, and it's nice to see how it's starting to build into the bigger picture. So, Paul, thanks for your time today. Really good to talk to you.
Thanks, Colin. Always good to speak to you.
And thanks everyone. Thanks to everyone for watching, and we'll be back again soon. Thanks.